Time passed by very quickly inside the mansion. It was a sunny afternoon when she had entered, and now the sun had already set. Usually, she should have gotten home by now, but it was already very late. Her father occasionally comes home late, but this very day he somehow got home early. To his surprise, Lily was nowhere to be seen. Well, he was not at all surprised given the fact that he knew Lily would be roaming around searching for some new trouble. He waited and waited, but Lily never came back. He suddenly opened his eyes, and it was already the morning of the next day. Waiting for Lily for 2 straight hours on his chair, he had felt asleep over there only. He quickly got up and went inside Lily's room. After taking a long gasp, he was finally calmed down to see Lily sleeping soundly on her bed. Although he wanted to interrogate Lily for why she came home this late, but seeing Lily's innocent face while sleeping made him calm. He also lied down next to Lily on her bed and slept. Her father is a naturopathy doctor and has his own clinic. His clinic is only open 6 days a week, Monday, Saturday, and on Sundays the clinic is closed. He usually spends his day off with his daughter, either enjoying a good meal or going out for some outdoor activity. They both woke up around 12 in the afternoon. Both of them were tired for their own reasons. Upon seeing Lily awake, her father patted her on the head and asked, "Where were you yesterday that made you come home late?" Lily replied, "Come on, father, at least first let me eat something. I am really hungry, and we can discuss afterwards. It's not like I am going anywhere." Since both of them woke up in the afternoon, there was nothing to eat except fruits, and Lily nor her father was in any mood of cooking or eating fruits to satisfy their hunger. Both looked at each other and decided it will be best to eat outside. Just across the street, there was an amazing noodle and soup shop. It was one of Lily's favorite restaurants. They both went there and had a good lunch. Looking at Lily's satisfied face, her father now asked her again, "So, what were you doing yesterday?" Lily was in no mood of telling her father the truth, as she knew if she told him the truth, he won't allow her to visit the mansion again. She kept quiet and just smiled back at her father. Now he was totally puzzled. He knew his daughter might be doing something fishy, but after eating a heavy meal, he was in no mood of forcing Lily to tell the truth. He rather just convinced himself that Lily might be playing with her friends late at night. Working 6 days a week for 9 to 10 hours each day, his day off meant a lot to him. Therefore, he just decided to let this slide and not waste his day off arguing with his daughter. Both went home and again went straight to bed to have another 2 to 3 hours of nap. The food was so good that both of them ate a lot. After such a heavy meal, they just decided to have a good afternoon nap. Lily opened her eyes and saw herself in the middle of a very dense forest. The sunlight barely reached the ground due to thick tree branches covering the sky. She had no idea how she ended up in this forest. Although she occasionally visited the nearby forest, but she knew each and every corner of Zone 1. As of now, this place seemed completely new to her. She knew for sure that this was not Zone 1. Puzzled, she started running in random directions, calling for help, but there was no one who could listen to her. She started running faster and faster, trying to get out of this forest. While running on a patch of wet soil, her feet slipped and she hit her head on a small piece of rock. She could see blood running down her forehead. There was not even an ounce of energy left in her to stand or shout. The pain of hitting her head on the rock was too much to bear. She thought this might be the end of her journey, as there was no way someone would come to help her in this dense forest. She just closed her eyes and prayed to Lord to take care of her father after she is gone. Just when she was about to lose all hopes and wait for her death to come, she saw a huge beast who looked very similar to a lion, but for sure was much bigger than that. The roar of the beast was like anything she could ever imagine. It sounded so terrifying, but still she was unable to move. Her imaginative mind was running so wildly, making her see all the possible ways the beast might eat her. Her eyes were open. She couldn't close her eyes. The sheer size of this beast was a sight to be withhold. It was 2 times the size of a full-grown male lion. The beast slowly started to walk towards Lily. Its mouth was dripping blood of some animal, it may have consumed recently. When the beast came all the way close to Lily, Lily couldn't help but shiver with fear while lying on the ground. The fear was so immense that her whole body started shaking. Her face was covered with the blood drops falling from the beast's mouth. Her gaze suddenly fell upon the huge predator's eyes. They both stared at each other. While looking at the beast's eyes, she could sense the pain of the beast. She could feel that this animal did not come all the way to eat her, rather seek help. But the sheer size and appearance of this beast was so terrifying that she could not help but tremble in fear. On one hand, her whole body was trembling, while on the other, she could sense a deep pain inside the beast.